Look at this gorgeous Spicebush Swallowtail. I have the hardest time with these guys. I can't tell if it's male or female. I think it's a male. I know there's a certain person who will pop on in the comments and let me know for sure. But I hope it's a female because I want eggs. Now we're gonna go see some things in my garden that I want to show you that I've noticed as I've been out and about, and I thought, ooh, I gotta show them this. We are on the outside of my fence looking in. Look how happy my giant milkweed is. It's back behind my papaya tree, and it is growing so well here. I'm so excited. I'm so glad I made that decision to put this right here in the ground and get them out of pots. Next, a long time ago, I thought, oh, this is a good fence to try and grow pipevine on, and I planted one and it disappeared. Well, I was out here the other day and look, it's coming up. Let me tuck it in the fence. Oh, and also look at the twine vine is all growing across here too. They'll have to fight it out. And look how tall my wild lime back here in the corner has gotten. This is one, I mean, I was literally out here yesterday, and that's when I noticed all these things, pulling each one over and scanning for eggs because they like to lay the eggs, the giant swallowtails, like right on that fresh new growth right there. And yesterday morning I did see a giant swallowtail fly through my garden. Only saw it real quick, but okay. And then coming around the bend to my twine vine, it's blooming again. Look at these blooms. So pretty. And look at how many more are coming. And I've also, Biden's alba coming up in there too. I don't care. I love it. Pollinators love it. Look at that. What I haven't gotten is seed pods. Not that I need any, but I just would like to. I want to see what they look like, and I want to see how it grows from seed. Oh my. Look at there. There's a wasp's nest. Look at that. Ugh. That's got to go. Then further down, outside of my fence still, look how hugely tall my privet senna is, and it's blooming. It's so pretty. I love the color of these as compared to the Bahama senna. The privet senna gets these really light pale yellow flowers, and I have a Bahama senna right here. It gets the brighter yellow, and I actually like having both of them, but there's something about the pale yellow. This is so pretty to me. Okay, but traveling further down, look, here's some more twine vine about to bloom. Oh, here's some more. And here's another bloom. Remember the twine vine that I planted along the fence? It's taken off. Look at it. Look at it growing up the fence. And this is a view of my garden from behind the fence. I don't think we've ever really looked at it from back here. And my cow pea is blooming. It's pretty little yellow blooms. And so is my butterfly pea. Lots of blooms. You can also see how much that maypop has taken off on the outside back corner of the butterfly haven. Now I want to show you guys a quick peek of what's blooming in my native wildflower garden, because there's some new blooms. I love it. Not a new bloom, but I love it. Starry rosinweed. Then off behind it, my hairy golden aster is blooming. I think it's called hairy because of how frilly maybe the leaves look. It's a beautiful bright pop of yellow. Blue curls are blooming. They're so delicate looking. Savannah blazing star. Look how pretty. I love it. So, loving my native wildflower garden, and I'm excited to have I'm excited to as more and more things bloom. It's so pretty. Look at this beautiful sleepy hibiscus bloom. I love how the buds form on that. They just trail behind. And y'all, look what I did to my clustered bush mint. You know how it kept like the stalks were just like laying out sideways? So I arched them up the side because they get tangled with each other. So I kind of tangled them up. And so now they're like a little clustered bush mint arch. Isn't that cool? But they're not hanging out all over the place. And look, I'm going to be getting some more seeds right there. Oh, you guys, look what I just found. Where did it go? There, look. Look, there's an egg. I am totally taking that leaf in, and it's going in an incubator. Oh my goodness. I'll have to look around and see if I see any more. I was out looking last night. I know I looked at this plant, but you never know when it was laid. It could have been laid this morning. All right, there it is. I put it in the incubator with the other eggs I was talking about earlier that I've had for a long time and haven't done anything. The giant swallowtail eggs. So maybe this little baby will inspire them. You guys, look. My black snake. You see him? He's going along like the back of my little planting shelf. Look how long he is. Woo-hoo, you go get those Cuban lizards. Go get those little brown lizards and eat them. And the rats too. There he goes. Oh, look who's right here. Little golf fritillary. Looks like she is looking to lay some eggs. You guys, I was just walking by here doing a lot of like potting for my business, and this is my enclosure that has all my chrysalides that are left over from early spring. Well, spring, late spring. And look who's in there. It is just now pumping out its wings. You can see it's in a very delicate situation, so I am not going to unzip so we can have a clearer view. Oh my goodness, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you guys, I have a ton of this pond liner left. Look at it all. So my, oh gosh, swallowwort, milkweed is not happy because, well, remember when we had that giant frog? Well, it was in that pot, and in order to get it, my husband ended up cracking the pot that was under it that held water. So it doesn't hold water anymore, and the plant's not happy because it's getting full sun, and a pot's not holding water because it likes lots of water. So I'm going to make a new home for it using this big chunk of pond liner, and I'm going to like mush this down in the bottom of a pot so it can hold water, and we'll see how that works. Okay, so here it is right here, and you can see it's looking a little yellowy and dry, not the rich dark green that it has been, and I think it's because it's leaking water. I have a layered pot system for it where you can see it's in a pot, but under that pot was another pot that then I've covered with rocks so you don't see it, but it's this big blue plastic pot that holds water, and that's why it did so well. So I brought out this other pot right here, and you can see I'm making progress in prettying up this area, and I'm gonna, well, I can show you. Gonna mush the liner down in it and then fill it with soil, and then I'll put the plant in, and hopefully we'll be happy here. Okay, so now that I've got it out, this pot is pretty deep, and you can see it's root bound, and this pot is not deep. So I think we can go get one of my tall pots, like that one right there, and move that to the tall pot so it'll be deeper, and hopefully then it'll be happy moving in. Okay, so that pot right there I pulled out, and I put my empty pot right there. So now I'm going to move the pond liner with, so I'm just going to pick it up and set it down in there like so. And next I'm going to work the swallowwort milkweed free from its pot it's trapped in and move it right into the new home waiting for it right there. Well, y'all, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. It just came right out. I tucked it into its new home. I set it in there so that it's in between all the edges of the pond liner. And now I'm going to fill in the rest with soil, water it in. And then that leaves that pot over there. Here, I can show you. See how I have that big plastic pot down in there? But now I can do something cool with that too. Okay, I'm still working on my little section there, and it's like one of those, oh, I could move this here, and oh, I could move this here kind of things. But I want to show you how this one little pot that I had these random seeds, and I just threw them all in there, and a lot of things are growing up. So I'm going to transplant that whole pot of random things into a bigger pot right here in my little spot I'm working on. That pot right there's the bigger pot. This pot here, I had this, it's a dwarf penta, but it's pretty. It was coming up in a weird random spot I'll show you in a minute. So I just put it in a pot there, and now I'm going to go get that other pot and move it here. That dwarf penta was growing up right here where this pot is that I moved from the patio, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I just wanted it down here. And then right here is the pot of random things You can see there's Tithonia. Looks like a lot of Tithonia and Cosmos. So this is going to go into that pot over there. Y'all, there's a queen laying eggs. And don't look at my dirty fingers. Now y'all looking at my dirty fingers because I told you not to. There's a queen laying eggs. I watched her lay this egg and I snatched this leaf off. I'm so excited. She just laid another egg. She's flying all around here. There she is. She just laid another egg on my aquatic milkweed. So I'm going to go get that leaf too. Go ahead, little girl. Find all my swamp milkweed. Lay your eggs. There's the other egg. Two. I got two. I am setting up a little incubator just for them, so I will remember they are my queens. Now I'm gonna just walk down here and do a little trimming. There's my queen. Hello, little miss. Oh, maybe she was overlaying on the tuberosa. There she is. Come on, it's over here. It's over here. You're going the wrong way. You went the wrong way. It's over here. She's down here on this swamp milkweed. There's like, it's just growing back. All right, I'm going to get that leaf. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. I got 2 more eggs. Oh my goodness, how precious. What a wonderful day. Oh, y'all, I just need to be out in my garden every day. That's how I find all these things. Reason I don't have as many caterpillars and butterflies is because I'm not out there. But I've got some now, hopefully. You guys, somebody is ready to fly. It's a male. So I'm gonna go and get him out. He's gonna be squirmy, I can tell. Come here. All right, I got him. Off he goes. You guys, my husband finished clearing all of the weeds. Look, it's not gonna be the haunted patio. And not only that, but there is like all kinds of weeds growing along this fence. There's that pumpkin vine. Y'all know what that is? Oh man, that thing grows everywhere. But he cleared out a walkway for the dogs so they can now run like back there and then back along the fence behind and then come out here at this walkway. And Ringo's already been running circles through there, so that's so super fun. And there's something else I want to show you. Right here is my orange torch ginger, And this flower's not looking so pretty, but you all have seen it. Look, there's a new flower coming. Actually need to separate these out because there's a bunch of them in here. But on the other end of my garden, hidden back behind our chairs, coming up all on its own, is, look, do you see it? Look at its big leaves. It's just, I don't even know how. I mean, I don't know, but I love it. It's totally in the shade though, but I don't, maybe it likes that. And I'm just gonna leave it be. I love it. And while we're here, I'm gonna show you where I left off. I'm prettying up this area. It still could use a little more prettying, but I think I showed you the penta. There is that potted random stuff I potted. Over here is Sana. Look how pretty. That I had in a pot. It was like stuck back in there. So I brought it out because that's pretty. And it'll be pretty blooming with, there's some Tithonia. There's a potted pink penta. I just kind of stacked pots in pots to give it some depth. I dug up this little porterweed that was coming up in a random spot, and they usually come back, so it will probably perk up. I dug up and moved this Tithonia and potted it, and it's not like in the best shape, but I trimmed it up real good, so hopefully it'll bounce back. I found this Tithonia coming up, so I dug it up. This is a young one, and I put it in the pot where the maypop is, because they don't have a really big root base, so it's not like it's going to go in there and take over. And I think it'll perk back up too. And then we have, you know, the swallowwort we did earlier. So when these things grow in and fill out, and all my little rudbeckias come in, and the little zinnias, I think it's really going to be a really pretty space. And let me show you what's going on right here. There's Ray. And then in his little tavern, he dug himself a little hole under my chair. Isn't that something? That's fabulous.